And we are number 7. Why Google? Okay. So this is actually one of the things that I think is extremely important for a local business to understand is you can't be everything for everyone all the time. You can't do everything. You're a local business. You have a limited budget. You have a limited capability. You want to maximize the return of your time, the return of your investment financially into your marketing, into your SEO. And so you want to focus on the things that are going to have the most impact. And by far, the thing that has the most impact, without any question, without any doubt, is going to be Google search. And that's because people look on Google search for pretty much everything. So if we were to take, this is one of my favorite tools, Bright Local Online Search Results Checker, right? I'll go here, just make sure it's the right one. Yep. Okay, what this allows you to do, this is an anonymous search. Or not anonymous, sorry, but a search that's localized. So I can set what country I'm in, and then I can set where in that country. Okay, so I am now going to be located in, let's just see, where do we want to be located in? All right, grew up Skokie, Illinois, near Chicago, and I'm going to look for I exam, I exam in Skokie. Okay, now I can look in Google search or Google Maps, languages, right? But this is pretty much what I'm looking to do. Okay. So there are really three components of a Google search, four, I guess, maybe, but three components for most searches. One is Google Ads or pay-per-click advertising. Now, I'm actually physically located in Israel. So if I were to go to Google and I were to type in eye exam in Skokie, the ad doesn't show up. That's a good thing. Otherwise, they're spending money unnecessarily. But a local business who doesn't really want to show up when you're searching for something in Skokie, although this isn't a local business, so that's actually funny. They're just a national or international company, 1-800 Contacts, that now does online eye exams. So really, they could be doing where I live. But in general, if it would be a local business that was advertising here, you wouldn't want them to show up in Israel. So you can see that there are different things that show up here. And even the results here, Skokie Optical shows up ahead of Pearl Vision, whereas Pearl Vision shows up ahead of Skokie Optical in depending where I'm searching from. So three components. Component number one is the Google Ads. Component number two is the map with 3 locations and the reviews and the phone number and links to the website and stuff. And then you have what's called organic listings. And there might be like 7 of these underneath. Okay. So the first thing is that ads are something you pay for. You only pay when you click them, but they do cost quite a decent amount of money. So in general, just something to keep aware, and but definitely part of your local SEO, although it's not really SEO because it's a paid ads campaign. But it is part of optimizing for search engines is to make sure you show up, or let's say you have your competitors aren't showing up every single search ahead of you in ads. Then this is really the primary for a local business is going to be the 3 underneath the local listings. This is your Google My Business listing, and they're going to take into a bunch of factors, which we'll get into soon. And then underneath that, the organic is you have an actual business's website. You also have Yelp, which is 10 local favorite cheap eye exams in Skokie, Illinois. Pearl Vision, which is a national website, another Pearl Vision that has also pages of their locations, and another local business, and then another corporate location, another local business. And then you have Groupon, who's running an ad as well for deals on eye exams in Skokie. So this is the breakdown of the page. But for a local business in a local business, how much traffic should you expect to get from Google search? Well, the first thing is the vast majority of your traffic's going to come in from Google search for a local business, whether you're a hairdresser, whether you're a spa, a massage parlor, a chiropractor, a vet, um, an eye doctor, or I don't know, or a restaurant. Local businesses, Google is just the place where most people are searching. There's interesting stats about from state to state what search engines do better. But the truth is most of the ways that Google's algorithm works are going to work for other algorithms as for Bing or Yahoo or other search engines that are much smaller. And so if you focus on the most important one, that's probably the best, and you'll get some added benefit on the others. But I would say that by and far, at least 90% of search traffic is coming in from Google, and so that's where you're going to look to focus on. Um, and the vast majority of people, depending on the topic, are going to be coming in from your Google to these three, right? So if you can see here, and I'm looking for an eye exam, I might not, I might pay for the people who click on an ad are going to be the people who are super rushed, much less picky, um, or just maybe they get confused that it's an ad. But really, most people skip ads; they don't trust it so much. And the truth is here I have way more information at my fingertips about which business I'd want to go to. So this practice has 4 at 5 stars. This is 42 at 4.7, and this is 11 at 4.6. So they're all fairly good, except this one has 42 of people saying they're fairly good, whereas this one has less people. Or and sometimes this will be like a huge difference, in which case one of them becomes. But as long as one of the options in these top 3 have a fair amount of reviews saying that they're good, I'm going to tend to just go from here to their website, and that's a big part of it. I may look down here, but traditionally they say that for every person that clicks on the first one, that's going to have 10 times as much traffic as the sixth one. Um, and for anyone in the something like that. I actually don't remember the numbers, but the vast amount of people aren't going to page 2 to look for a local Thai restaurant or optometrist. And as long as you're in the top 3 and you have good reviews, that's going to hit most of your traffic. But that's only for the main keywords. Sometimes Google won't understand that if somebody searches something like pink eye treatment, they may not pick up that your local optometry practice does that, so you may have to rely on a lot of organic as well, whereas like your individual pages on topics on your website, they'll show up without, there might be no local businesses at all. Um, so that is why Google's just vastly more responsible for where people are finding you. Many people are, virtually everybody looks on Google nowadays for any kinds of local service. I think it's 88% of people will look at online reviews before visiting a local business, and so that's obviously kind of be a big factor. From my experience with eye doctors, you're talking about in a fairly large city of, let's say, 55,000 plus, you're going to have thousands of people who are going to see your Google listing every month. Thousands. They don't see thousands of patients every month, so a lot of those people are new. Google is actually going to have what's called like discovery searches and non-discovery searches, and so that's pretty impactful.